Zelensky and Trump's war of words. Zelensky claims the war with Russia would end sooner under Trump. This statement has sparked controversy. Trump has voiced a commitment to end the war swiftly. However, his plan remains unclear. Their relationship has been turbulent. The stakes are incredibly high. A rocky past. The Zelensky-Trump dynamic. The relationship between Zelensky and Trump has been far from smooth. One point of contention was Trump's impeachment inquiry in 2019. This inquiry centered around allegations that Trump pressured Zelensky to investigate Joe Biden and his son, Hunter. Trump was critical of U.S. military aid to Ukraine. This move was seen as an attempt to pressure Zelensky into investigating the Bidens. Can these two leaders find common ground to bring about peace in Ukraine? Trump's approach. A different path to peace. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has consistently maintained that the war in Ukraine would not have occurred under his leadership. He has repeatedly claimed the ability to end the conflict rapidly, even suggesting a one-day time frame. However, Trump has not provided concrete details on how he would achieve this. Trump's stance on the Ukraine war centers on reducing U.S. military aid to the country. This approach resonates with a portion of the American public experiencing Ukraine fatigue. This group is increasingly wary of the significant financial and military resources being channeled to Ukraine. Trump's pronouncements, while lacking specifics, underscore his distinct foreign policy approach. He favors reduced U.S. intervention in overseas conflicts. This stance contrasts sharply with the Biden administration's more interventionist approach. Trump's perspective on the Ukraine war, though light on detail, could have significant implications. His belief in his ability to negotiate a swift resolution, coupled with his appeal to those wary of prolonged U.S. involvement, could shape future U.S.-Ukraine relations. Global stage, divergent views, international reactions. The international community, particularly the G7 nations, has stood firmly behind Ukraine. They have condemned Russia as the aggressor and the primary obstacle to peace. This stance stands in stark contrast to Trump's approach. The G7's unwavering support for Ukraine highlights the complex geopolitical landscape surrounding the conflict. It also underscores the challenges in finding a peaceful resolution. The varying viewpoints on the Russia-Ukraine war, from Trump's calls for a swift end to the G7's unwavering support for Ukraine, illustrate the difficulty of achieving a universally accepted solution. Seeking resolution. Zelensky's evolving stance. Zelensky, who previously maintained a resolute stance on militarily expelling Russian forces from Ukrainian territory, has signaled a shift. He now appears more open to a diplomatic approach. This change suggests an acknowledgement of the complexities on the ground and the need for a negotiated settlement. The Ukrainian president's willingness to consider a diplomatic resolution points to a potential softening of his stance. This shift is likely driven by the realities of the ongoing war. The immense human and economic costs are impossible to ignore. Zelensky's evolving approach reflects the fluidity of the situation. It also highlights the need for adaptability in the face of a constantly shifting landscape.